All right. So we're up here. Tom is driving. I feel like I was in a remake of Grease. I'm no John Travolta, but as you can see, the car is awesome. All right, funny story. I met the guy who was the owner of the Warszawas and the interesting Żuk, the beetle from the Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia. And I met him at an intersection, and he was bringing in the cars the day after. Today is Monday. You can see the car in its beauty on a trailer right in front of the bus. Sorry, guy. And there's the Warszawa. So Tom, that's his name, has his Warszawa parked over there. So Lucas is the owner of both the Warszawa station wagon and the Żuk. That he had a problem with, but the problem was actually with the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, which is the car that's trailing the Żuk. All right, let me go to Tom. I'm gonna follow him for a moment. A ty jedziesz? Wyjeżdżasz z nim? Mogę się zabrać, tak? Do środka? Nie, no gdzieś tam w kółko. Dobra, super. Chociaż tak na chwilę, okej. Jeżeli mogę. Alright, so I'm gonna hop aboard this Warszawa M20 pickup. Let me enter this time machine. Alrighty. I'm gonna be riding along with Tom, and is this cool or what? I mean, this is a regular car. It drives perfectly, but it's because Tom is a perfect mechanic and he loves his car. We have the speed bumps, but look at the acceleration of this car. I mean, it's what year is that? This is a 1960 car, the Warszawa M20.
Nie, Warszawa pickup.
Yeah, but that's okay because it's a Warszawa pickup truck. But it was from the day it was constructed, it was a pickup truck. So this is a very, very rare car. Most people have those, regular sedans that I told you about. Those for the dignitaries, and later they were used as cabs. But this car is a pickup from the beginning. So you see the bed is pretty short, but it was okay for the times. Wow. Yeah, a lot of speed bumps in Poland now. It's not that good for a classic, but as I told you, the maintenance and maintaining this this perfect car in such a shape is Tom's great effort. Yeah, I can go as far as you can go. Look at the speedometer. silnik jest oryginalny? This is the original engine. Can you believe it? And everybody's laughing at cars from that era. But this one was pretty good. I think Warszawas were the only cars that were interesting from the Polish People's Republic period. How many of such pickups? Yeah.
10?
Just 10 in Poland. So this is 1 out of 10.
W oryginale.
Yeah, totally original. And this one is totally original. That's the clock. The glove compartment. Oh, he has something else to show us. All right. Oh my God, this is the original book of the car. Okay, this is the maintenance book, the manual from 1960, and there's another book from 1962, because the first one was printed in 1960, and they had to add some information about this model. It's a Warszawa model 202, and it was printed in 1962, as you can see. Wow, it's this great award. So this is a perfect combination, a great car, but also documentation from the period. All right, I'm gonna lock it in the glove compartment. Wow, 80. We're driving 80 kilometers an hour. That's almost 50 miles an hour. But look at the acceleration and the torque. I mean, it's not a bad car. It's just 4-cylinder. The worries behind you, and this is what having a classic car really is. Got the now we just passed the Żuk. See the gauges here. Starting from the left is the battery. Szóstka czy 12?
12.
Okay, it's a 12-volt battery here. Then we have the fuel gauge called paliwo. Then woda, that's water temperature, and the oil pressure, right? And there you go, the speedometer and the clock. Really? Okay, we're probably driving a bit faster than what the speedometer is showing, but can you imagine that? So it's almost 120 now. And so the speed is dropping, but it doesn't matter. Look at the beautiful manual transmission. I mean, not that many cars were automatic. None of them were automatic transmission cars. Oh my goodness, what are you doing, Tom? Oh. so cool. To jest trzybiegowa czy cztero? It's a three-speed manual transmission. 3 on the tree, as you can see.
Chcesz go z góry pokręcić z paki?
No pewnie, że mógł, no.
Jasne.
Spoko, okej. Mam się czego chwycić? Przy twojej prędkości?
Nie, no ty pojadę wolniej.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice my life for you guys and girls. And I'm gonna hop on the bed of the car and give you some footage from other point of view. Can I? Okay, good. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Do it like this. Yep. All right. So we're up here. Tom is driving. I feel like I was in a remake of Grease. I'm no John Travolta, but as you can see, the car is awesome. How cool is that? Wind in my hair. Well, we're gonna see some more cars now, so let's see what's going on. Thank you for watching this episode of Discovering Classics. It featured a very interesting and intriguing car, Warszawa 201P pickup truck. It belongs to Thomas. I met him a couple years ago at a classic car show in Poznan, and luckily I bumped into him at an intersection in Poznan the day after the museum was closed, and the story actually erupted from that point. You're going to see a lot of footage of what happened next. It's going to be a lot of fun. The car itself was not supposed to be produced. It was an invention of a group of engineers who were working in 1955 on another project, the first Polish car, Syrena, and they needed a service car. They didn't have any other car but Warszawa M20, but it was a fastback, so without any preparations or blueprints, they decided to cut off the midsection and the rear section just behind the B-pillar and put a bed on this chassis. They improved the rear suspension a little bit by adding a couple of leaves, but they were still limited to about 500 kilograms of maximum load capacity due to problems with tires. Polish tires were not good enough, and they didn't have foreign currency to buy good quality tires abroad. So the production of Warszawa pickup started in 1958. The car was called 200P. It was based entirely on a Warszawa M20 with a flathead 4-cylinder engine. In 1960, after a few improvements, especially to the braking system, they renamed it Warszawa 201P. And this was the car that you just saw in this episode. In 1962, they changed the engine to the overhead valve type. The car was called Warszawa 203P, and by the end of production in 1972, it was Warszawa 204P pickup truck. Not that many cars remain in Poland anymore. Most of them went to the crusher because Polish communist regime didn't want to share any public goods with the private sector. So there was no chance for reselling of these cars, but many of those went abroad, so there's still hope of finding them. And if you're watching my show as far as Cuba,
perhaps you should take a look around and maybe you'll find a Warszawa pickup truck. If you do, please let me know in your comments. So if you like this type of discovering classics, when I'm not treating cars as still pieces of art and exhibits at a museum, I'm having fun in them, I'm meeting people, I'm going to show you barn finds also. Please join me and subscribe to my channel. Thank you